There are some philosophers, psychologists, who claim that we don't have free will. And actually, they give reasons, what they consider to be reasons for why everything is determined. The strange thing is that in the very act of giving reasons, they contradict themselves. If you believe that there is no free will, that everything is determined, then it follows logically. And if you're consistent, and if I ask you, why do you believe that we don't have free will? Why do you believe that everything is determined? The only answer you can give me is that you have to believe it. You are compelled to believe it. You don't have a choice. Because if you don't have free will, you have no choice. Everything is determined. That's a foolish reason for believing that something is true. The reason I believe that I have free will, I can give you reasons. You may agree or disagree with my reasons, but at least if you ask me why I believe what I believe, I can come up with a better answer than saying, oh, I have to believe what I have to believe. Well, if that's my answer to why I believe in free will, I would suggest that that's not a very good answer, and you should reject it out of hand. When you argue that we don't have free will, and the only answer you can give me as to why you don't have free will is that you have to believe that, you have no choice, I would suggest that that's not a very good answer. Now, you will come up with reasons, but hey, think about it. All of your reasons are really not reasons. They're things that you have to believe. You have no choice. If they are reasons, whether they're good or bad reasons, you have to believe them because you are unable to assess them rationally. You're like, if I take a cup and drop it, it's going to fall. Right? It had no choice of falling. If I asked it, why did you fall? And it came up with some sophisticated philosophical position, I know it would be lying. It fell because it had to fall. If you're a determinist and you're arguing that determinism is true, that's all you can come up with. If you're consistent, all you can say is, I believe in determinism because I have to believe in determinism. I have no choice. Hey, write a 300-page book. Write a 400-page book. It doesn't matter how many pages you write. You're unable to assess what you're saying. What you're saying may be complete nonsense. You have to believe it. You have no choice. Determinism is self-contradictory. It defeats itself. It's also, if you are a determinist, it's also nonsense to even talk to people about it or try to convince anybody because, hey, you cannot appeal to reason because we are unable to rationally assess anything. We have to believe what we have to believe. If I believe in free will, hey, I have to believe in free will. So why try to convince me otherwise? Why be upset if I can't understand your reasons? You're talking to somebody, trying to convince them that they don't have free will and they don't agree with you. And you get angry. Oh, can't you see it? Can't you understand my argument? Hey, why say that? They have to believe what they have to believe. If you're right, if they have no free will, and you have to believe what you have to believe. The argument that we have no free will is complete foolishness. It's nonsense. If you believe we don't have free will, just shut up. Why make a fool out of yourself? Why make it seem as though you have an argument that can be assessed rationally when your very position denies that people have the capacity to make free, rational choices? The position of determinism, position that Sam Harris makes, that Robert Sapolsky makes, it's nonsense. It's foolish. And the strange thing is people take them seriously. It's like they're sitting on a branch and they're cutting the very branch out that they're sitting on. Determinism, the denial of free will, is incoherent. It's inconsistent. Noam Chomsky makes this point himself. Chomsky says, hey, if we don't have free will, why talk about it? And that's a good answer. So I ask, why do people like Sapolsky, Harris, and all these other deniers of free will, why do they talk about it? They have nothing to say. If you ask them, well, why do you believe it? The best they can come up with, if they're consistent, the best they can come up with as to why they believe we have no free will, if they're consistent, all they can say is, well, you know what? I have to believe it. I'm compelled to believe it. And that's exactly, if they're consistent, they would also say, you know what? People that believe in free will, that disagree with them, they also have to believe that they have free will. Hey, why talk? Why talk about it? Why write books? The very fact that these people who deny free will, who deny that human beings have the capacity to use their reason to assess whether an argument is good or bad, and that assumes free will, the very reason they make the argument shows that they believe in free will. And yet they deny what they believe in. If they didn't believe they have free will, then they wouldn't be making the argument. So all I can say, is like, it's a very strange phenomenon we're experiencing. In the name of philosophical sophistication, these people are complete talking nonsense, foolishness. What more is there to say?